Hello, how are you? I'm Dr. Prabir Basu, consultant urologist and a male reproductive health specialist. And I am here as your friend. And today I promise, I'm not going to talk about any medical jargon. No male health related issues today. Today I'm going to talk about the benefits of your morning walk schedule. Right? We all know walking is important to our health, and we also know morning walk is super important to our health. Okay, we all know, but we don't do. Okay, I am also guilty because of that fact. And we try to overcome our negligence of doing a morning walk by giving some excuses that I am moving around my house, I am moving from my car to my workplace, although it doesn't happen most of the time, or I do my normal errands. Now I'll tell you my secret thing, my friend. Morning walk is a fundamental concept. Keep your health, okay, maintain your health. And all these other activities like moving errands, okay, these are known as non-exercising physical activities, called intermittent non-exercising physical activities. Okay, so what are these? I tell you in brief what are these. Now, what really happens is that this is more than rest but less than physical exercise. And if a person is doing a repetitive non-exercise physical activity, he is bound to be metabolically on the wrong side, okay, unfit in the long term with progression. This is very important concept I want to put in your head. Second is suppose we are always in front of the TV screen or computer screen, or sitting around, okay, and we try to overcompensate, okay, this activity of not doing any activity actually by doing a 30 to 60 minutes morning gym session. I think I've done this gym session, I've done my activity. Now tell you, my friends, our human body is not at all accustomed to staying in front of a TV screen or a mobile screen or a computer screen for 23 and a half hours, suppose, and there's 30 to 40 minutes, whatever, working out intensely in the gym. It's not, our body is not made up like that. So try to understand, my dear friend, we have to do morning walk. So other than the benefits of moving around, especially in the morning when you are fit and fresh, I will give you my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 benefits of doing a morning walk as a part of your daily morning ritual. Benefit number 1 is that it is known as the fasted cardio. What is a fasted cardio? You have heard of this principle of doing high intensity cardio training in the fasted state. Okay? These athletes are doing a lot of these things. But when you're doing a morning walk, now you're basically fasting. You've done it's overnight fasting. You're not pumped up a lot of heavy breakfast and then you moved out. It's not morning walk then. Okay. So what really happens is that in a fasted state, the body, when you're doing this light cardio, okay, not a high intensity cardio, you don't have to do high intensity cardio, light morning walk, light jogging, brisk walking. So the body will try to burn this fat, especially from the areas which store the adipose tissue, like the belly areas, okay, the belt lines, especially in the males individuals, all the thighs and the pelvis region in the females. These are the areas where the fat accumulates, okay, very easily, and they are these areas which burn the fat when you do this light cardio workouts. Second is known as what is known as the low insulin state. In the morning, because you are fasting, your insulin levels are low, and in this state, if you do this light jogging and brisk walking in the morning, what happens is that the same thing happens, that the body will burn lot of fats and lot of carbs which are not very much useful in your body. For example, you've taken a lot of dietary habits are basically on your toss. So this is very important. Now there's another caveat to this. There are people who do these morning walks regularly, religiously, but they don't seem to lose weight. Why? Because there is known as the insulin resistant state. What really happens is that even if you're fasting, the insulin levels are not below the normal levels as they should be. And this is the harbinger of what is known as a type 2 diabetes mellitus. Okay, so especially very common you may be understanding now, if people are on the obese or slightly obese category, okay, they're not lean and thin, they're very fit and very fine, and they appear very thin in the morning, and as day progresses in the evening, they appear to have been gain a bit of weight. Now this happens also with me also. So this is what is known as the insulin resistant state. And I tell you, very, very good thing. The good news is, if you do a regular morning exercise, then you can reverse this insulin resistance. You can reverse this insulin resistance. Benefit number 3 is DOMS. You know, you have heard more than me about DOMS if you are a frequent gym goer. Okay, this is known as a delayed onset muscle soreness. Now this happens. What happens is, if you get up in the morning, you have a lot of stiffness in your joints and muscles. Okay, but when you move around, you don't do this heavy weightlifting, move around, do some brisk walking in the morning, the more blood flow goes to this damaged muscles. Okay, what will happens is that all the soreness are created by some metabolites and some noxious metabolites. So some good nutrients passes with the blood flow, and the noxious metabolites are also washed off. So morning exercises, morning walking will actually, because when you're walking now, the blood flows to all of your body, all across your body. So it decreases this DOMS sort of thing. The fourth importance, my dear friends, is a very important concept I want to share with you. It's known as the optical flow. What is an optical flow? Now this is what is known as the motion phenomenon which is happening in your eyes. I will give you a short story. Okay, back in our childhood days, when we are sitting beside the moving train, now we are in the moving train. We look outside in the windows and we see all these trees now passing by in the opposite direction. And I tell you, didn't you feel that happiness in your mind? It's the same thing that today's neurobiologists are doing a lot of research only on this optic flow phenomenon. New concept, but lot of research work is doing on this simple concept we are all experienced since our early childhood days. When you are doing a morning walk, jogging or cycling, what happens is your eyes are basically moving because your body is moving, and the trees or whatever, they are static. But you feel the trees or all this environment, because your motion changes are happening in your eyes while the environment is static. But you feel the environment is moving in the opposite side. What it does this whole thing now is wired to your brain, and all the different neural circuits in the brain which control the threat perception. Okay, and this specific optic flow principle will calm the neural circuits which are all this associated with threat perception and high stressful situations. So you'll be de-stressed. So the feeling of happiness, deja vu on morning walk, okay, when you look around, all these trees are moving in the other way around, they basically have a scientific basis. And you take it the other way around. If you're staring in front of, like what I'm doing, I'm staring in front of my selfie camera. Now this is basically a two-dimensional view, and it's fixed in space. So there is no motion artifact or motion, you can say, phenomenon in my eyes, while the other environment is moving. So the optical flow principles is being used by people, whereas the people are basically not using it in the previous days. Simple concept being used it in a different layer. The last principle I want to tell you is basically using the sunlight as your natural source of enough abundant vitamin D3. Okay, you're basically soaking yourself in vitamin D3. You have told you in separate tutorials what are the importance of vitamin D3. Very good immune modulator, vitamin D3 does. Bone health is dependent on vitamin D3. Okay, and you see most of our people, we do a vitamin D testing in the blood test, and you see it's always on the lower side. Okay, you don't have to worry, most of us have low vitamin D levels. Second is, when you are moving around in the sunlight, abundant sunlight in the morning, the sunlight is actually re-energizing your retinas, and the circadian rhythm now is being reinstated in your retinas. So what will happen now? You are energized in the morning, and while you're late evening, 10 o'clock, you will feel now boss, I need to go to sleep. You sleep at the proper time, you get up early in the morning. So the circadian rhythm is being reinstated by the effect of sunlight to your retinas while you're doing a morning walk. Okay. Third and very important thing is the effect of melatonin. So suppose you're doing a morning walk, doing a morning jog, what happens is abundant sunlight, again abundant sunshine will increase your melatonin level. Then the melatonin level has been linked to your de-stressing attitude, sleep cycles, everything. Okay, so because of this melatonin effect, hormone levels which are on the effect of the direct sunlight in the morning, you have a mood elevation. Same thing happens if you are flooded with abundant light at night. What happens in this blue screen, the blue mobile phones, the blue light being emitted from the mobile screens? Okay, we see a lot of them at night. Again, there's a problem with the melatonin secretion, and that activates your pro-depressive neural psychiatry, lot of neurological lochas. Okay, but that is very important, and all these have been found by scientific basis to be related to your pancreas hormone secretion. So ultimately goes to your type 2 diabetes mellitus, the whole thing. So I have talked about this whole thing of this disease syndromes, where each system, like obesity and diabetes mellitus, hypertension, triglycerides issues, male issues, health issues, all been interrelated. Okay, so I've got this course being made, so you can always mail me if you want to have get a glimpse of the course. So these are all interrelated. That's what I want to say. Simple concept like a morning walk will keep you fit and healthy. Okay, we know that it keeps you fit and healthy, but I've given this the 5 basic scientific facts that you don't neglect morning walk and keep it as a part of your daily morning ritual. Okay, so again, thank you for listening to me and staying with me. So if you are a part of my community, okay, we are going to share more of such detailed videos on this health awareness. And if you are not part of the health community, of seeing this on my Facebook page or you're seeing this on my YouTube channel, then guys, please, this is my earnest request, because I've created the Facebook community. It's a free resource. Please subscribe. Please come to my, I've just given the link below, and we'll meet together and we'll talk more in details about different health issues. Okay, so till then, stay fit, be healthy, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.